We're like, what's Inspo+Radio? Welcome to another Tuesday night where we get to vibe. I get to vibe with my co-hosts, Chico Bay, Bobby. I love that we're bringing together Web3 musicians tonight. RAE ISLA and Sammy Arriaga. I'm excited for the tracks that we're going to share tonight. And it's, again, like just super excited to have them live with us. They took their time out of an insane campaign. Ray tells us she's been doing this 2 years at a minimum, and she is making the time to be with us tonight. And I'm going to bring them right on straight away because I'm super excited to talk to them.
And both are returning guests, and we love that.
Returning guests. Welcome, Ray and Sammy Arriaga. Guys have Heartbreak Closer, minting now on Sound XYZ. And as Bobby said, we had you guys individually on this show. And this is the thing. I listen to at least several dozen artists every week. And I try and pick the best, pick of the week of Web3 of who's releasing something. And both of you individually happen to be like those picks. And I thought it was just so cool that you guys were, doing something together. How is it that you guys came together to make this track?
Well, this song was born on the road, which you'd think that's not very Web3 because most things happen in Web3 happen exclusively on Twitter. But because of Web3, we've been able to travel the world. And actually, I think when I was on your show, it was the first day of my Web3 tour. And I was on that tour for 2
Incredible tour, yeah. Oof.
Sammy was on many of those dates. So when we were playing at South by, and we got to be a part of a songwriting camp down there. No expectations because we had our friendship, we had our like professional stuff, but we never written together, which can be very intimate and like it can go, it's kind of like physical intimacy. It could go either way, compatible or not.
Yeah.
And we're compatible in the end. And this was the first song we ever wrote together, and it was like a pretty quick writing session, all things considered.
And as you said, you took it on. Go ahead, please.
No, I was gonna say that. Coincidentally, we were kind of both going through a similar situation in both of our individual love lives. Oh. So the Heartbreak Closer title couldn't have been, it came to the surface at the perfect time, if you know what I mean. We were able to capture that lightning in a bottle in Austin, Texas. And thankfully, our first time writing and our only time, I think that's the only time we ever actually had the time to sit down and create something. I'm very proud of what we created, and now it's on the blockchain.
Two artists coming together and expressing. That's what I love about that. As you said, it's born of something different. And also, I feel like your process, because I'm a fan and I follow you guys, I feel like the process seemed a bit different too. Whereas you guys, as you said, you it was born on the road, but also you guys played it on the road before minting this. It was something that you crafted. Please walk us through that process.
Yes, please.
Well, I mean, I think we even put it in the description and sound, and we wrote this down a long time ago because we realized what was happening, while it was happening. I'm a big fan of like studying old, great singer-songwriters and what people used to do. And I'm very earthy. So a lot of those stories are people literally out there on the road, no technology, just doing their thing. And I like to think of like Bruce Springsteen, who, famously used to write a song and then take it on the road for at least 6 months with his band. And that's kind of what we're doing. We wrote a song. We didn't go to record it right away. We didn't go to mint it right away. We actually performed it live in different ways. And that's how we worked out, oh, you're doing this first. I'm doing this first. Oh, we changed this melody. Oh, we changed this intonation. And we developed it on the road on that tour for a couple months before we even went to the studio and went to a producer.
Wow.
And I think what's cool too is that, as we were traveling, as we were living life, subconsciously, I noticed that every time we would sing the song, it would be a brand new version of it. Like somebody would sing a different melody, or, we'd sing at a different speed, or, we'd hear a different instrument that, before we approached the production process, it almost made that moment easier, which normally would be very daunting to just jump into production and like not really knowing how to approach a track. But since we've lived with the song for such a hot minute, I'd say maybe a month and a half or so, maybe 2 months, we courageously dove into the production. I mean, we didn't even think twice. We just said exactly how to do it. Just record it, go for it. And my friend Andy Ellison back in Nashville, who I've worked with on some other records in the past, was the perfect person to bring it to life, and he did a phenomenal job.
Saving on studio time. I like this. Save on studio time. Get it all done. Jump in the studio and knock it out, guys.
That helps. I mean, we are independent musicians, so like we can't just block out a studio for figure it out.
Well, let's get into it. We'll talk a little bit after, but I wanted to get into the song so people get a flavor of Heartbreak Closer.
Another tourist stop, another small town, another girl in the front row. I crack a new beer, we pour a few down. These nights are getting so old. All the times I put myself through hell, they were stepping stones. I don't wanna be alone. Just another heartbreak closer. Just another heartache I gotta go through.
I know the words.
You're the good and the goodbyes, the light in the dark times. And if you don't mind waiting for me, just another heartbreak closer to you. Another motel, another quick rush, another slip out the door. And all the slow drags and empty parking lots, the road taking me home, baby. Just another heartbreak closer to you. Just another heartache I gotta go through. You're the good and the goodbyes, the light in the dark times. And if you don't mind waiting for me, just another heartbreak closer to you. Just another heartbreak closer to you. Just another, baby. Just another heartache I gotta go through. You're the good and the goodbyes, the light in the dark times. And if you don't mind waiting for me, just another heartbreak closer to you. Just another heartbreak closer to you. Just another heartbreak closer
really quick. I have a question. So your harmonies, like it just like when I hear it, like I can feel like I'm there, like seeing you guys like record it together because it just clicks. And did you guys feel that when you guys were recording it?
100%.
Definitely. I mean, I think the recording happened so quickly because we knew exactly what to do.
It was just natural, right?
Energetically, we knew what to do. What is weird is that like we had it, we were performing it a certain way. And then when we got into the studio, we actually composed some of those melodies on the spot, like in one take. But I think we felt confident to do that because we had done it live so many times. We were like, it was kind of subconscious, like especially that ooh section. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was just.
That's what gave me the goosebumps. I was like, oh, like I could just feel your guys' energy. I can't. You guys are amazing. And like this song is absolutely beautiful. Your vocals on it is just absolutely stunning, especially in the song where it's just like, you know.
You both sound great. And the song, it kind of hits almost like it feels nostalgic, but also different and like new. And I don't know how to like explain it correctly. I don't know if you all feel the same way.
It really is tough.
Yeah.
It's
like I want to cry, but at the
guys.
same time, I want to think about it makes me want to think of like happy memories from the past and like you know from the early.
Oh, wow.
That was our goal when we were recording the vocals. Actually,
ding ding for 1 point for me, just really quick.
Oh, Chico's ahead again tonight.
Sorry.
Well, because the lyric is actually stemmed from from pain. It comes from going through suffering. But the way that we sang it was in an optimistic tone, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And so when you listen to the song, you almost like you're kind of like restoring that hope that there's going to be love coming your way very soon.
Yeah, I love that.
Something very difficult not too long ago. So
we need a lot of optimism in Web3 right now. And I think this is what's so great about the song is it kind of speaks to that in some weird way. Like we're going through this heartbreak because there's hope. There's optimism at the end of that road. Yeah.
No pun intended.
That's a nice plug for the L2 wave.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Optimism is a fantastic group. I was super happy that you guys are working with Optimism. Optimism also worked with Sound, and they're a great platform, and they can really help, I think, push that liberation of lower gas fees and also in support. So I'd love to. This is the thing. You guys have been running this campaign so beautifully. You're working with an L2. You're bringing a lot of dynamicism to it. Like, what was the approach of like, okay, should we be the first as L2, or was that presented to you?
I'm not gonna lie, we had to kind of fight for that slot in the back channels, and it wasn't so much like, oh, we gotta be the first. It was like, no, there's so many layers of risk and newness to this collaboration. We've never done a song together. There's never been a country music duet on the blockchain, as far as I know. And it's like, to me, even if it wasn't my song, this song and the story behind it, the fact that we're living it out on the road in real time and sharing that is the perfect song to launch Optimism and try to be a catalyst to move the space towards optimism so that everybody gets on board with, the changes that need to happen in Web3 music to keep things alive. So, but we definitely, we had to fight a little bit to get the slot and make our case because there's a lot of incredible artists, obviously, and Sound has a lot of artists that they like to work with, which would have been a great fit as well. So we're very honored. We're barely the first. There's a lot of other artists that are launching this week and everybody's doing it differently. Another like big thing we wanted to push with this drop is that, music is fine art, and more like specifically the story and the journey of what it takes to develop a song the way that we did, that's fine art. And we wanted to sell it at a price point that reflected that because we've seen, the market's really tough. We've seen price points go down, and that doesn't mean the value of the art is going down. I think people are just responding to the market, but we're kind of saying, no, screw that. Like, art, this is the value of our art. We don't care if it sells out in a day. Like, this is what it's worth. This is what it takes. And so there's a lot of layers of like taking risks.
But what I like is in terms of what Sound XYZ is providing for you is a platform to service that. So you can pay with credit card, you can pay with Ethereum, you can pay with Optimism Ethereum, And so you give a broader sense of participation within this through the marketplace. Currently on Sound XYZ, minting now. It's like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but live now. The big green buttons on, guys. So go. I'll put.
I have a question though. As artists, and I consider you guys very successful in Web3 as artists, and you guys are paving a way. And so I would like to know if you have any advice for artists that are getting into Web3 or trying to be artists in Web3, and what advice you guys have for them.
Get ready to lose all your friends.
There goes the optimism.
No gas. No gas on that shade.
Stress.
Absolutely no. But yeah, so some stress. But
Oh my God.
I will say, get ready to experiment because nobody in the space is an expert. Always take risks, which is exactly what we're doing. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you creative. Keeps things exciting. You never know what to expect the next day. And also, don't be afraid to reach out to people because Web3 is all about collaboration. And I feel like when because at least the circle of people that I dealt with in my realm in Nashville, every artist is doing their own thing. Collaboration is not really something that you think about all the time. It's usually something that like either your team puts together or it just happens out of coincidence. But in Web3, you should be intentional about that. You should literally 100%. Make like a rollout plan to work with Ray, work with Violetta, work with Josh, and that's exactly what we've been doing for the last year and a half. And a big reason why we've reached where we've reached today is because of that. We've decided to put our pride to the side, and we've actually, through collaboration, not only have created awesome music, but we've established lifelong friendships as well. So there's a lot of upside to just like working with everyone and anyone.
That's why Web3 is beautiful. That's why Web3 is absolutely beautiful.
I think a lot of artists can connect with that. I think, myself is just like when you see sort of what Web3 is doing, you understand the collaborative nature and the differentiation that can come with that and the uniqueness that can come from that. And it's funny because you're saying that, you're out collaborating with a lot of the people. Next week, we have West Ghost. It's just like, but this is the thing. But then he was just like, he was mentioning that he collabed with you as well. And I'm like, yes, amazing. It's beautiful.
Sammy referred to himself as the pit bull of Web3 and that he's on every track. I think that's.
Yeah, he hit me up and I was like, I haven't talked to you before.
In Web3.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm sorry, West Coast. I thought you were spam, so I didn't even like.
It's okay, I got you. We'll see you next week.
But another great part of your campaign is, you guys tried to tied in, heartbreak and there's optimism. But you guys in your posts, if you don't already, please follow Sammy Arriaga and RAE ISLA, because you will get qualified to win these sunwears that we're wearing, which are just released. There's only 300 of these in the world, designed by the lead designer by Beats by Dre. These are so amazing. They sound so fantastic. I literally want to get you guys a pair so that you guys can do. I saw the demos you were doing for people. The audio on these are incredible.
It's really
so like I said, I'm very okay. This is a vain moment of mine, but I didn't want to like wear these at first because I was like, I'm very like competitive with my man, and when he came up with his ideas, I was like, damn, I wish I came up with it. So I kind of like was like holding on to not wearing these, and then I finally did because someone said you got to listen to your own track on this. So I did, and I was like, dang, I sound good. Now I can't listen to anything else. So your vocals are gonna sound absolutely amazing because they really do. Like it's crisp and like I can't deal.
I'm sold because I just caved to peer pressure and bought these mofos, and I don't like them.
Yeah.
Awful.
And these aren't as harmful for your ears. Just letting you know. So it's
exactly what I was asking. There you go. You just sold me even more.
They stay in your.
Well, this is the thing. So if you like both Sammy Arriaga and RAE ISLA on Twitter, retweet this broadcast. We are going to put you in the running to win a pair of these. But you guys ran in your campaign. If you follow them, you'll find you guys ran this section in the campaign, which is talk about your biggest heartbreak. And I was gutted. Like they were like people pouring their hearts out.
We looked at each other for like straight 5 minutes, and we're like, our community is in shambles.
We're just open and honest.
Which one for you guys stood out as like the most devastating? Which one really stood out for you guys?
Well, it's funny because we did a Twitter space to launch the song, and we actually did a couple giveaways. And one of them was to give away those 2 NFTs. One was a Nashville tour stop for my Web3 tour, and one was his Metagram Heart. 2, to stories that we picked. I picked one that wasn't so much devastating, but really interesting. And I almost I won't do it justice because it was pretty long, but essentially a community member, I won't name him, just it's out there, but he fell in love with someone. She was kind of not communicating and he wanted to take it to the next step. And then he sent her flowers and she called him and she's like crying and sobbing and like, I'm in love with you and I want to take the next step. And that's the last conversation they ever had. Flash forward to 14 years later, he's happily married, he has kids. He goes to drop his kids off at school. She's there because her kids go to the same school as him.
Oh, that was creepy.
Whoa.
Heck?
What are the odds?
It's very beautiful because he found his true love and clearly she built a family and it was like no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
But what the heck happened?
That is.
What are the
Yeah.
odds? That's hilarious.
Yeah,
What about you, Sammy?
Yeah, the idea of like the heartbreak closer, like them telling us their heartbreaks definitely brought us closer to everybody else. So I think our mission was accomplished there safely. So
You know what though? A lot of the stories were like this horrible, horrible thing happened, but the next year I met the love of my
Yes,
life.
right?
That was,
It's so true.
and that's what heartbreak closer is.
Exactly.
It's you may be one heartbreak closer to your true love or closer to your dream. We certainly hope so.
Getting there, it takes a lot of heartbreak.
It does. Yeah.
exactly, I love
A lot
that.
of trial.
Well, again, we're supporting the release by sending one fan a Sonware NFT, which they must redeem by June 19th before the vault closes. All you have to do is RT this broadcast, likes
how long do they
Ray
have,
and
Minty?
Sammy. What's that?
And how long do they have?
2 days.
you're
So
so
on
creepy.
Tuesday, I know, man, you're creeping me out. Like I'm like, I'll give you whatever you want, sir, whatever you want. Thursday is when we're gonna announce the winner.
Give me your Sonware.
And again, you have to collect it by you take it to the vault and you redeem it by June 19th, and it gets shipped out to you, within a couple days. International was just like a handful of days.
Is that so, Mr. Bond?
I'm just gonna say-
apologize to my co-host. I apologize.
This is what happens. You guys know live. This is the thing. You know live, and so like live, sometimes things just you're especially with comedy, it's just like you end up having a night like Bobby. So you're like I don't know if this is gonna work as a song, guys. But if you we're gonna have this competition, and if you happen to put a snapshot that you purchased Heartbreak Closer, I'm just gonna say that may improve your odds. Does someone say it may improve your odds if you put in the comment section that you collected the NFT for Heartbreak Closer on Sound XYZ. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I know you guys are on an incredible run with the song, and it really is just a really fantastic piece, and it's born of something that I think is so beautiful about Web3. Again, the way that you guys are collaborating, the way that the song has come together, and the way that you guys are pushing it together is just damn beautiful, and we're here for it, and wish you guys nothing but the best.
Thank you. This is so fun. I mean, this is why we're releasing the songs. We can have moments like this just to storytell, and this is what it's all about. So
For sure.
And thank you guys. No, but thank you guys for all that you guys are doing, and you guys are truly an inspiration.
Hold on, Sammy's gonna challenge you. Some sort of challenge is coming.
What?
Yeah,
a duel.
Yeah, it's a duel.
Okay.
You got to go tweet now, and you got to reply with your heartbeat story.
Oh my god, I feel like I have to write it under a different account though, because like my man will be like really mad.
Ooh.
So, like,
We're
okay,
gonna get
let me
husbands
log in.
jealous here.
Right? Let me log into my other account and then I'll write it.
You can't say that either.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's okay. He'll deal with it. Otherwise, I'll be another heartbreak closer over here. So
Can of worms.
Did we just pause the next heartbreaking?
I think so.
But she's gonna then find the one. Then the one is next.
Thank you, Minty. I'll end it with that. You're great.
You're digging a deeper hole for yourself.
I actually have a funny heartbreak, like, you know. So I'll write it. I'll write that one. I had many heartbreaks, man.
We all do, and but this wasn't one of them. Thank you guys. This was such a joy.
Yes, thank you guys so much. And yes, I will write in the comments my heartbreak story.
Be well.
Much love.
Bye. Much love.
All right, we're gonna thank you guys again so much. And,
it was so good.
They're so good. I love them.
They're so good.
We're gonna move on with our top picks of the week, including Heartbreak Closer, my Web3 pick of the week. And I guess
I feel like mine are like. I feel like my picks after hearing that song, I know, but after hearing that song, like my picks are gonna look stupid.
I know, it's like it's such a good song. We're just, everything else is gonna be downhill from here, but
we'll see. I don't know.
No. Honestly, like but like mine are like pretty fire, but still, it's just like that was so beautiful.
No, it really was. And you know, when I heard just an early, bit of it, I reached out right away, A, because that they were collaborating, but B, it was just like, I just heard that bit of her singing, just that little, it was just like one like line of the lyric. And I was like, holy crap, this is going to be epic. And
this is the
again,
one.
No, it's just like, it's one that I think has, as you were trying to articulate, it's got this pure expression to it, but it also has a pop to it. Like you can see this and feel this like on the radio. This is very, very poppy and very, very awesome.
No, but
it feels like something I've heard, but it sounds new. I don't know how to describe it.
But the two of them together, you don't understand. Like,
love it.
They're so amazing together.
Oh, no, but as a singer, like I could hear their connection like through their singing, and it's just absolutely beautiful how their vocals blend. I can't.
Someone's excited.
It's two pros, and I'm excited that they're in LA because I'm hopeful I get to hear them live, because that's the thing is like individually, that's what I noted about them and why I sort of picked them as the previous Web3 picks of the week, because I could tell they were super talented. Once I see an artist, I start looking through their catalog and I'm like, oh my gosh, both of these can play live so well. Like they're amongst the best, I think, live acts in Web3 because they're just really, really well refined in performing on stage. But let's jump into Allergy.
Ooh.
Allergy.
Okay, so this my first pick. Okay, backstory is I was in Cambodia for 48 hours for EDM Cambodia, Mannequin Festival, shout out. They booked this local rappers from Cambodia and they were lit to seeing them live. So I actually wanted to add some culture this week on Inspo+Radio. And
because we are at a dearth of culture here on Inspo+Radio. We do nothing of the sorts.
But to see what other artists are up to all around the world. So this one is artists from Cambodia, and this is their sounds. And the music video itself shows Cambodia, and it's absolutely like just beautiful. How they rap, it's actually really interesting how different it is. តែខ្មែរយើងធ្វើបានយ៉ាងក្រោកឈររឹងមាំមិនទន់ជ្រាយហើយមិនងាយនឹងដកថយនិយាយដល់ក្រោកឈរដំណាំពូពូ
just call look you with book so yeah man the come get them none of the time just come so slap the sound yes sir but then you get both you know you would do no go for go check with the get that so calm and not church huh John the snare get the chip up time you can grip no we have hit no that you know that camera such a little when you can't be run come with me little young Jimmy Brown but I'm with you but we do some run don't talk close man my engineer I use some beer like little nom the night crop on no tear don't clear but play jab you in the boat can't go
Cambodia, I cannot.
វិសាលភាពនៃឆន្ទៈដ៏អស្ចារ្យនាំមកនូវជ័យជំនះមោទនភាពនិងសន្តិភាព
Hey Rocky ចិត្តរួមមកពេលដែលបញ្ចេញសមត្ថភាពយកមេឃដៃឲ្យបានជួនជាតិខំប្រឹងមួយទំហឹងទឹកចិត្តរឹងប៉ុនទូបីយើងដួលក៏នៅក្រោកឈរជួនញើឲ្យទៅមុខបន្តគ្រប់កីឡាមានចាញ់មានឈ្នះមិនអាចបែងចែកអាក្រក់ល្អ Yeah we better than before Yeah we know តែខ្មែរយើងខ្លាំងក្រៃឲ្យលឺថាពួកយើងខ្លាំងពូជាអ្នកចម្បាំងស្វាគមន៍អ្នកមកកម្ពុជារាជាអ្នកចាក់អច្ឆរិយៈពួកយើងមានចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធស្មោះត្រង់បំផុតទុកជូនទៅអ្នក Okay we did it ច្រើនឆ្នាំហើយដោយរងចាំពេលនេះ2023បើធ្វើបាស៊ី No one believe in តែពេលនេះពួកយើងធ្វើបានទឹកដៃប្រៃមិនឲ្យគេស្មានបានជួបជុំគ្នានៅដៃនគរម្ចាស់នគរត្រូវធ្វើឲ្យបាន Yeah we do it for the nation ខំប្រឹងឲ្យអស់ញើសស្រក់បានហាំទឹកភ្នែកស្រក់ប្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងនៅមុខកញ្ចក់ថា Yeah we do it for the nation កុំឈប់ឲ្យសោះទោះបីចាញ់កុំស្ដាយស្រណោះយើងដឹងច្បាស់ណាស់ថាពួកអ្នកហត់យើងឈរគ្រប់ត្រដល់ទីបានយើងចប់ Okay go and get it go and get it go ពួកពីមុនអ្នកផ្សេងមិនចេះសំលេង I know you did it hey hey ខ្មែរជាតែតាមនៅទាំងទីគេវាយើងពេលលឹកទុំចេះតែមិនឲ្យចាញ់ទេមកទេយើងទៅពេលដល់ទៅទេស្វាគមន៍ស៊ីគេគ្រប់ជើងមកស្វាគមន៍ស៊ីគេពីពុំ23យើងជោគយើងហុយកីឡាជាតិរួមក្នុងសន្តិភាពគ្មានសម្ពាធទំនៀមលេខទូលេខថយយើងគួរដៃគ្នានឹងតាមមេដៃអូរកគេដំណើរក៏គោក្រំដៃវិញជាងអ្នកគាត់យើងជាអ្នកឆ្នៃឆ្នៃអត់ដៃយើងខៃឲ្យល្អក្រៃ
The language is so hard. Like can't. It's so hard. So I don't know how they rap like this. Like their tongues with my I can't. I'm not supposed to move like that.
រឿងសិល្បៈនិងកីឡាមានប្រវត្តិអង្អាចប្រៀបដូចខ្លាស្រឡាញ់សន្តិភាពក្លិននៃកោបដូចផ្កាអូជាសាច់ឈាមនិងកាយាគ្មានអ្វីប្រោបដាច់ភាពថ្លៃថ្លា
It's so fire.
So much national pride in this one. I love that.
Well,
That's cool.
because Cambodia has a lot of reasons to be proud. Okay, it's like it's changed
100%.
so much. So it's like we haven't been back. Like this weekend was like the first time we were back after 5 years, and literally it has developed so much, and the people there really appreciate music. They really love music, and you feel like when we were at the festival, oh my God, they were just happy that artists were coming to Cambodia to perform. You know, like they are so appreciative that they're not spoiled like the rest of us are. Like, you know, like in Vegas, you can go see Diplo and Tiesto, and it's like always like you can always see DJs.
Always
right?
see them.
It's not like that. It's not like that. So they still have this fresh energy about them, and when you perform for them, oh my God, like it is just this amazing like love of just everyone in the room coming together for music. And it
sounds like the energy is incredible.
Oh, it's incredible. Like when you know how usually the drop people are like lit during the drop for like 15 seconds. They are lit the whole entire drop.
They're like the whole concert. They don't even
and
stop.
They're just beautiful like, people. They're the most beautiful people. So really quick, shout out Cambodia. Anok, Tsaran. That's how I see. I'm learning. It's so hard to say. So
bringing that international flavor. Thank you, Chico.
Jarang, something like that.
Now try and rap with that. That's hard. That's hard.
It's really hard, right? It's hard. Exactly. But
shout out Cambodia. Thanks for sharing the love
shout
of
out Cambodia.
That felt like a real, like, again, like, you know, the national pride. And it felt like, you know, World Cup does these songs every World Cup just about like national pride. That felt like one of those, like, you know, it had the elders in there. It had a lot, you know.
Yes, but I also, and I thought this was a good pick because their biggest hit song is 007. But this one I wanted to show our Inspo+Radio viewers a little bit about the country and, you know, where I was this weekend. So, and they're awesome. It's a lit song. So
it is a lit song, but so is Moon Boy Need You Featuring not Modest Yahoo, because that's what I'm reading at first, but it's Madishu. What's the story behind Moon Boy?
Moon Boy is just dope.
Oh crap, that's one of yours. Yeah.
That's another. I thought that was.
I know. So Bobby, your turn.
I think it's the first one on there that I sent you. Not the
BJ the Chicago kid.
No, the other one. Do the other one.
HMU.
Or no. Actually, do the other one. Do that one first, and we'll end on HMU.
You want to do BJ's first?
BJ, the Chicago kid.
Any setup for that?
I know the featured artist, Freddie Gibbs. I know him from college. He was really into music back then, and he is now doing stuff with bigger artists. It's awesome to see, and I haven't really talked to him in a while, but I saw that pop up because I've been following him since college, and I was like, I need to hit him up and see how he's doing. That's awesome.
Still cranking 4 days ago, BJ and
Freddie Gibbs.
Kid.
We was raised blocks from each other. We grew up like brothers. That was my dog. Swear to God, I would've gave him what I had.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
And this is Freddie.
Disagreements we had. Sometimes we fall when we got mad. That's how it is in the hood. We got more good times than bad. Yeah. I would have been #1 on his playlist. Nas, Scarface, Biggie, and some Jay-Z. Hair braided, but it's nappy like the Bible said. Don't know what you call him, but I call him Yahweh. It blow my mind, it's kinda crazy, cause he with him now. I didn't see the car crash, but I could hear the sound. At night, when I close my eyes, I'll bust that right and I'll meet you at the liquor store in the sky. Oh my, oh my. I'll try my best just to meet you at the liquor store in the sky. Or until I get my wings and fly.
Bought a little liquor for my dog, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, Kane. I read my dog to death, he stayed down. Chevy got it sprayed down. 30s and some Vogues up on the bucket, but we paid now. Back when I had hair, your sister used to take my braids down. I posted throwback with the strap, at G, they took my page down. She posted ass, I'm liking that. Henny with no ice attached. Sprinkled diamonds in the Prezi, Gucci Mane ice attack. Mel told me once you lose respect, then you can't buy it back. And yeah, we used to fight, but all that game, he changed my life with that. I hate the police liquor form. Real money set the form. Drove like 50 bits up in the city. I got the rental form. Keep the yak 2 cups in the BM because I know I'm about to see him.
I'll bust that right and I'll meet you at the liquor store in the sky. Oh my, oh my. Come on, let's get faded. I'll try my best just to meet you at the liquor store in the sky. Until I get my wings and fly.
This song is dedicated to my pops Richard Sledge, my cousin Nene, Big Time Watts, my cousin Raven, Khalif Shears, and Mr. Buddy Burrell. Last but not least, my bro Mondo Doughburger and Virgil Abloh.
So good.
It'd be really awesome if he like shouted you out, Bobby. If he was just like, Bobby.
I wish. I think. I think those were all people who have gone to the liquor store in the sky, so to speak.
Yeah. And I didn't even think that needed like the sort of the rap solo there. It was such a great just
I was mesmerized.
Right, like the
very
vocals
soulful, right? I was trying to find something that went along with the Heartbreak Closer. And that was like the thing that came up. The other is different. So we'll let I think Chico's got the Moon Boy pick, right? So that's totally.
He's got Moon Boy. So I guess we know we're going. We're gonna outro. We're gonna outro out of this episode and some weird shit later in the show. But until then, we have Moon Boy. Need you, Chico. You can't even talk about it because you're stuffing your face again with something delicious.
So excited. Okay.
Let's do our Chico sponsorship of what she's eating. Chico, what is it that you're eating this episode?
Today on this episode, I'm eating chicken McNuggets, and I have one piece left.
Wait, is this proper like McDonald's one?
Stellar choice.
Yeah.
No, it's just chicken
from Taiwan.
nuggets.
Yeah, from Taiwan.
Chicken McNuggets. And I have one left.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Chicken McNuggets, and she'll eat one every show.
Yes.
Let's get some Moon Boy.
I love your laugh, Bobby.
Let's take it step by step. Say something, can't take it back. You know how you do in the morning, and then it's left stuck in my head. And I know I should have left earlier, but instead I keep thinking that I should have kissed you longer.
Nuggets.
I was like, I've heard a lot of Moon Boy stuff before, so I was like not expecting something more low key. I was expecting something more headbanging high key.
Oh, but like, this is so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah. So now I got inspiration, and I was like, I want to make a song like this.
Every artist has to do a pretty one. Come on, we all have to do, like, you know, the Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. You need to do a pretty one. I think that's a rule.
Yes, and I also need to do a happy one because all of my songs are really depressing.
Okay.
No optimism here. But we do have HMU.
I've just been following the producer for a while.
Hi. Sorry, looking at the comment. They're tuning in from the UK. Where in the UK? I want to know. I went to school in Somerset.
Leave it below. Yeah, I've just been following the producer Simon for a few years. One of their songs came up on like my Discover playlist like years ago. Just been following what they do, and they collaborated with, I think this is with 2 other artists, and I love the song. I was trying to pick stuff that kind of went with the vibe for this week, so we'll see.
He was expecting some serious heartbreak, so let's see what we got with HMU.
Baby, can we link up? I'ma paint your pillow with your makeup.
Why do they hate it like that? Like,
if we never fight, we never make up. Trust me, shawty, I ain't about that fake love. So pull up. You can grab the lever, pull it down, I'll give you. Girl, I'ma give you love and affection, feeling our connection. Baby, be a blessing. I got you dripping, I'm leaving just down your spine. The way I'm teasing, I got you waiting in line. Pull on the heel while I hit it from behind. That's why I'm stuck on your mind. That's why I hit you up late, just to tell you that I'm lonely. Fuck a first date, cause you do me like you know me. We can't wait, cause we're too damn holy. In the bedroom, we'll be everything but holy.
He's looking for some action tonight. He's looking for that rebound.
Excuse me, I don't want no drama. I don't mean to bother. Can I speak to
he hit me with the I don't want no drama.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carter. I don't mean to bother, but if she turn out like you, I gotta key a locker. Throw away the key though, I can never leave though. They say that I'm crazy. Baby, I ain't CeeLo. Green stacking like I'm Depot. I got you dripping like you waiting at the freezer. That's why I hit you up late, just to tell you that I'm lonely. We could just kick it if you wanna keep it low key. Just tell me if you wanna be my only. I'll be your only. Fuck it, I'll be your trophy. Got you like got you like
I was like, how can you follow along? And then I was like, he hit me with that.
got you like got you like got you like
It's too hard.
got you like got you like got you like got you like
So pretty.
Bob is looking for some action.
Are you okay? What happened?
Just HMU, all right?
Oh, that's what that means. Oh, this is HMU. Okay, gotcha.
I'm sorry.
I'm
What
so out of
just
the
happened?
loop.
Wait, did this just happen? Wait, do we have this for a clipping moment? Is this a clipping moment?
This just proves my fidelity.
I can't believe neither of
because
you
I'm just
all
like, I'm like hip. I was like,
Wait,
if somebody would do like HMU to me.
HMU is. I do that all the time.
Mom,
I
great.
can't believe Minty just found this out. We have it to clip. I can't.
Please clip this because this shows my fidelity to my significant other. If somebody were to text me that, I would have no idea what they meant. I'd be like, "Hi, milk, you too." Like, let's go get some milks together. I don't know. Let's be friends. Let's be friends, and I'm glad that we are friends. We are all special friends.
Beautiful. We're all really special.
I think that covers the music picks for the week. Is that right?
We are done with the music picks of the week, and just shout out to Shantos and Bop Gun for joining us live, and thank you guys for your support as always. And just another great episode.
Release me. Thanks for tuning in from South London.
Let's do it. This is what I love about the international aspect of this. We got Chico with Taiwanese chicken McNuggets. We got all the flavors, bringing that Cambodia flavor. No, I really appreciated that actually, and
I like that a lot.
Yeah, no, I love that. And so, hit down in the comment section any other songs of areas that we're missing, and new music that we're missing around the world.
We're going all around the world.
Let's go all around the world. Next week we have.
We were riding around tuk-tuks. Yes. Okay, tuk-tuks. So. Yes.
And that is please explain for us who have not been there.
Sorry, I was eating cookies. Tuk-tuks are like how they get around. It's like a moped, but then there's like a cart, and you like sit in it.
There's a 2-bench seat like cart on the back, right? Yeah. And it's just kind of like metal or.
And it's really fun to ride when you're like wasted, but
super safe too.
Anything is fun to ride when you're wasted. HMU. Let's go.
Let's go on the tuk-tuk.
Oh goodness. Okay. Anyways. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, tuk-tuk. So basically, it was so I made a little jingle. Kaku made a little jingle, and it's just the two of us. We can make it.
Hey Kaku, I hope you sampled that. I hope you recorded that. We'll.
I was like, oh my gosh. Tuk-tuks don't go beep beep. They go toot toot.
There you go.
Toot toot. Hey, beep beep.
Always.
Yeah. Always toot toot. Hey. Boom. There we go, guys. There's your next hit. More hits and more bad jokes like that next week when we have West Coast, who is another collaborator of Sammy Arraiga, coincidentally, and happened to be a pick. He actually was a pick of mine. I don't know if you remembered, but he was actually a pick of mine a few weeks ago. The Grimes AI. The Grimes AI.
That was fire.
Like is beautiful.
He messaged me about that. He was like, "I did that." I was like, "We just listened to that." I was like, "This is perfect timing."
Yeah, no, fantastic artist with a new drop.
Where is he from? Do you know where he's from?
I don't know yet. We'll find out on Tuesday.
Ooh,
on Tuesday
or Wednesday for you.
Yes. Now I'm excited. I want to know where he's from. Let's go. I want to know which part of the world we're conquering next week.
Finding out all these mysteries to West Coast next week. And again, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff for us.
But he's real, guys. He's real.
He's real, but also follow.
He's a real ghost.
RAE ISLA and Sammy Arriaga, and retweet this broadcast to be entered to win a pair of sunwear, which you see in all of our ears, all 3 of our ears. And I have to say, this is my first episode with them, and I really, the difference is remarkable. I was just kind of commenting in the comment section on the live broadcast of just like how different this feels engaging with you guys, because the music is way fuller, and it really is taking the music to another level. I'm hearing things like, especially if it's just YouTube, audio videos, but it's just like I can hear things with much more fidelity. Finally. And it's such a vibe. It really is.
Now do you get it, Minty? Now do you get it?
Now he gets
now I get HMU so much better now, Chico. Thank you. I'm just like, oh my God, now I really get the HMU. Now that I have
now it all makes sense. Wow.
Now, but do you get it though with the sound, like why Bobby and I were headbanging like crazy last week or 2 weeks ago?
This is true, and this is why I wanted to share it. This is another pair. These aren't actually my pair. I'm not going to pull them out and give them to you. It's an NFT that you get to redeem for a pair of these, and so
to be shipped to you
out of my personal treasure trove, if you will. I want to gift this to somebody because I think it is remarkable, and I want somebody in our audience to be able to, and Sammy and RAE's audience to be able to feel this fidelity and this connection to the artist as we did today. It really is on another level. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
Peace. Thank you guys.